Hello, hope you can hear me. There seems to be something going on here that I don't understand. So hopefully this is working. It's always fun when it does this. Not such weird things. Oh well. I don't know what to do about this. Oh, okay. Gosh. Okay, I don't know if this is working or not because I can't see me. I could see me when I came backstage. Okay. It seems like I'm dealing with some kind of a weird delay here. So we're having some technical issues. Okay, now it looks like, or am I coming in and out? That's really okay. Well, friend, StreamYard is doing some very weird stuff here. It's just like sometimes I can see that I'm there, and sometimes I'm seeing a blank screen. So I'm not even sure if we're going out or not. And then the timer wasn't there saying you're live. And then it popped in about several minutes later. So I have no idea what's really going on right now, if this is even going out. So if this is going out and you can hear me, will somebody please type me something? Okay. Hi, can you see me, Micah? Because I'm having strange issues with my StreamYard. You got the notification. Yay. Amazing. You got the notification. Wow. Amazing. YouTube has actually notified somebody that I was on. Usually I have to drop a line in MeWe to let people know that I'm on, half the time. So gosh, you're the lucky guy this time, I guess. Geez. Should feel very honored that YouTube is actually telling you I'm here. But where's everybody else? I have a feeling you might be the only one. You might be the only person who got any kind of a notification or something. I don't know what's going on. It's just acting up. So hang on. Let me see if I can get Oh, thank you, Micah. You're telling them I'm on. Okay, thank you. Yeah, unfortunately, it just seems like most of the time I have to go into MeWe and let people know that I'm on, or they don't know that I'm on. That's what I get for being different. So, how are things, Micah? Have you found a place? 555? Wow, that's an interesting number. Do you look up the angel numbers when you get a number like that? We've got to intend that you get exactly the right place and you stop going crazy where you are, because that is part of your problem right there. Is you're right in the soup that put the reason certain people like your family know how to push your buttons so well is because they installed those buttons. And much as you may love them and they may love you, families do stuff to each other. They really do. And a lot of times they don't even know they're doing it. They don't think of it like I'm scarring you for life or I'm installing bad attitudes in you. They think they're helping sometimes, or sometimes they just, you know. Oh, you found a place, a home that you like? That's good. So you're planning on having a house. Your own house. That'd be nice. The only thing is the work. Usually when you're building back up, it's easier to have an apartment because somebody else has to handle all the, work. You find a decent apartment and somebody else has to do all the fixing of stuff and everything. However, if you find the right house, that's always nice. I think if I would do it over again, I would probably temporarily, while I was saving money up, throw things in it depends on what kind of a person you are. I don't know. No, I probably wouldn't, because I have things that I cherish that I keep. So 3 bed, 1 bath, and a workshop with a shower and toilet. Well, that's very nice. Oh, that'll be nice. 3 bed, 1 bath, a workshop with a shower and toilet. Damn, I want that. I want one like that. It'd be too much work for me, though. That's just the thing. It'd just I can't fix things quite like I used to, because I'd be the one that'd be going online figuring out how to, looking at how to fix things at one point. But yeah. Well, depending on who you are, it can be actually pretty cost effective to do a tiny house for while you're saving money, because they don't cost hardly anything to upkeep. And then you use the money you save and actually get a nice place. That's one way to go, just to get out from under. Of course, you'd have to put anything you're keeping in storage for the most part, unless you got one that's built with a lot of storage. And usually you end up with a loft situation where the beds are upstairs, up a ladder. But as long as you're able to climb a ladder or somehow get up there, it's usually fine. So it's not maybe the best for somebody who's got any kind of mobility issues. But actually, they did build one though for, I saw one that was built for somebody's grandmother who had disability, and but they made it really nice. They made it so easy, and they put it, they built it in the main family house's backyard, so that she could visit the kids whenever she wanted to, and she could send them back too, and have mom still watch them. Give them back to their parents, so she could still have her space, but kind of live with her family, but kind of have space. Ah, the extra space in the workshop into a guest house. Oh, so you're not going to have a workshop out of it. So you've got 3 beds and a guest house. You plan on having a lot of wild parties? Um, just want to say something I noticed today. I did it again today. I got tired yesterday and I fried myself with EMFs and forgot to turn off my Wi-Fi. And when I came out of my shower, I forgot to put my E-Link back on or anything. And when I got up, oh my God, what a difference. Yes, I can tell you it makes a difference. It makes a big difference. This stuff didn't used to bother me that much, but I think in these last few years I've gotten more sensitive. When I was a little younger, I didn't notice it because I used to park myself in the computer, in front of the computer for hours, and it didn't seem to make that much difference. However, in about the last 10 years, it's sure been different. About the last 10 to 20 years, it's gradually noticeably a different experience. So I guess it accumulates on you. But yeah, I've got all 3 of my freaking pendants on and my silver on tonight, so I can come in here and do this. Just because Toddland, and the reason I'm here is because Todd, Strangeland Sears, wanted to be in tonight. So, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have people tell me, get together with me, tell me when you're going to want to be on so that I can advertise you're going to be on. So people know that we're going to have a stream, and people know that I'm going to have a guest like everybody else does. I think because usually it's so spontaneous that some of the best stuff happens and nobody knows it happened. Hardly, it's like just the people that happen to be there knows it happened, but some of the good stuff really comes out sort of spontaneously, which is great. But then people can't really plan to go see it, So we need to, I need to adopt that strategy again and say, look, please get together with me and tell me you're wanting to come in with something so that we can get a time and we can tell people you're going to be here and have a story, just like everybody else does. Uh-huh. Yeah. Hi, Etri. How are you doing, sweetheart? Yeah, we have so many people here with Wi-Fi that I'm swimming in a soup. When I look at the ElectroSmart, which is an app on my phone that measures the it measures the EMF radiation. Not just it can even tell you which It gives you a list of Wi-Fi and other electronic devices. It gives you a Wi-Fi list and then an electronic device list. So it's fairly detailed, more than just a meter. It actually, now, of course, on the one hand, you got to think this thing can determine that. Some, people can pick up this kind of information. That means an app on your phone, it just gives me an idea of how freaking much information an app can really pick up on you. So, okay, so yeah, we're tired of you being just like not so good or okay. You know what? I've had that so much. I think we're getting a lot of upgrades and stuff. We're having a lot of work done, but I also think we're fighting literally tons of electrosmog. When I look at my app, do you have the app on your phone? Did you get ElectroSmart downloaded onto your phone so you could see how much Wi-Fi you're swimming in? Oh my God. When you see it, you'll be like, oh shit, what the heck? It's amazing. If you live like I live in an apartment building, everybody has Wi-Fi and they just leave it on all the time. They don't turn it off at night. Definitely got to turn it off at night. Boy, I sure felt the difference. Hi, Ben. How you doing? Well, that's part of my story. Yeah, actually, I was just telling Micah how I had it, I of course had it on last night, the Wi-Fi, because I'm not supposed to have it on too long, and I left it on too long. I fell asleep after the stream. I started watching something, fell asleep, woke up, turned off the PC, but not the Wi-Fi. I forgot to do that. I was kind of half asleep, and went in, took a shower, took off my e-link and my silver, my e-link and all that stuff, and took a shower, forgot to put it back on, and didn't think much of it because I've been wearing my pendant. Forgot to put the pendant back on, and woke up fried. Couldn't figure out what was going on. Like, wow, I just feel so crummy. Get up and find out the Wi-Fi is still on, realize I don't have any protection on. Look at the EMF and it's like way up there. I mean, we hit red zone all the time around here. That meter is freaking red, especially if I have my Wi-Fi on, it's red. And when I go back a little further, it changes to yellow, a high yellow though. So when I get a little further away from it, but it's like basically everybody's Wi-Fi, we're cooking ourselves. Jeez. It's very obvious to me we're cooking ourselves in this society, and we're being encouraged. And they're even selling us stuff to boost the signal, to make it stronger, so you can die faster, I guess. It's like, geez. Yeah, but I really noticed it. And then when I turned off the Wi-Fi, I put my I put all of my stuff on. I put on my E-Link, I put on my Tesla plate, I put on my shungite, one of my shungites, and I put on my silver. And I'm like, okay, oh yeah, I'm okay now. Oh my God. It's 78 to 100. They're frying themselves there. Whoa. Oh, Ben. Oh, hang on. I'll been hard to concentrate lately. Well, Ben, we've been really, I think as they're rolling out the 5G, we have been really smacked with a lot of weird energy. And there's cosmic rays coming in right now too, that are messing with some of us that are sensitive. Because I always have that everything that happens like that, I feel it. But oh my God, what happened, Leo? Looks like we have a couple things to check. We'll check you, Ben. And what happened to Gaia? What happened to Sissy Pooh? What happened to my sweet little hippie dragon mom sister who makes very nice videos? Kidney stones. Okay, I can't give medical advice, but I can tell you that I've had a lot of luck with apple cider vinegar to keep those away. Yeah, they're painful. Yeah, apple cider vinegar or lemon juice. Drinking a lot of lemonade. The acid will make them less pointy. It'll melt the points off so that when they pass, they're not as painful. I haven't had any in over 20 years now. So I've been pretty fortunate. I haven't had anything like that in a long, long time. But yeah, they're, yikes. Oh. Hmm. Well, if you need any help with that, let us know. We're going to be doing I don't do healings all the time. I'm not allowed to anymore because of some stuff that's going on with me. I'm like have to back off from doing some stuff except give myself room between times that I do this stuff, or I end up getting hurt, basically. Um, there's stuff going on with me that's being changed around. Apparently, part of my apparatus to see things near that's been offline has been offline, off and online. Um, it's not going to be fixable. They're going to have to completely redo it, which is going to take a while. So it's going to continue to be spotty for a while, which it's already been for a while now. So, and they're always vague about how long this is going to take because to them, time is different. You're sweating. Uh, Hi, Max. Max, I don't know where you tried to talk to me, but uh, if it was on MeWe, I can't find you on MeWe as a contact. So it ends up that what we're talking about, and we're talking about feeling better again tonight, which it seems like everybody's going through some stuff, or a lot of people. I mean, just in general. Um, I have a friend whose wife is also, uh, and they're not really. Well, their problem is they were out in the country, but now civilization is coming to them. They have a strip mall just a few yards down, just a few miles, maybe not even a mile from their place now, and they're beginning to notice. It's no joke. Yeah. So, in my humble opinion, which you do this, don't do this, whatever, you need some kind of protection against EMF, for one. Yeah. Okay. I'm always having trouble with my glands being swollen. It's it comes and goes, but it mostly I'm having trouble with it, and it's inflammation. And I know that part of it is I can't be under the shield all the time. And even though I'm on the edge of the country, we have a lot of electrosmog here because we have a near here we have kind of like a hospice thing. And I know they have a lot of machines and stuff over there. And then everybody here has Wi-Fi. And and Etri said she's looking at, Leo, there's an app you can get on your phone called ElectroSmart that most of us have installed to find out just how cooked we're getting. It could be you're getting cooked. Well, John, maybe we need to do something about, maybe we do need to ask for some help about all of this. Instead of me doing something, or maybe we need to just say, guys, we need some help. Our guides, we need help with this. A lot of us are feeling it. How you doing, Drake? It does not work as well as the Q link, darn it. Okay. Well, I'll save up for a Q because I have nothing to compare it with, that way. Well, this is what I would say. The Tesla plate. Okay, I've got these three. The Tesla plate does help, especially if I hold it. It helps for some reason. It helps more if it's in direct contact. Okay, instead of through my clothing. If I actually hold on to it, it seems to help. And that's the purple plate, Tesla plate. The shungite, it helps. Not as much as I wish it would. I almost feel like I need more than one shungite. Like maybe more of it. I may need more of it. It seems like it's a little weaker. It's working to some extent. It works to some extent. Today I have all of them on because I told you why. It's just, I'm trying to get over last night. Gosh, an electrosmog hangover is pretty bad. But all of them, when I hold them with my hand, it seems to work better rather than just wearing them. if that helps anybody. This one has a flower of life carved on it that you can't see because it's black on black, and it's carved into the shungite. So you wouldn't be able to see it on the camera. But it works, but not as good as the E-Link, which looks like a piece of opalite, but supposedly has the kind of technology that protects the inside of your computer from stray electrosmog so that it doesn't get confused. Isn't it nice for them to protect our computers from getting confused and not us? Not warning us that, oh, you're electrical, you could get confused too. Me, I've still got the back thing going on. And we're getting into the rainy season, so that's going to be showing up a lot. So, oh, did Pam come in? Hi, Pam. The home unit of the E-Link. Okay, I'll have to look into that. So, yeah, it looks like what we're discussing right now is, see, you can tell, and I can see that my swelling is down from where it has been in my neck, because around here sometimes it gets really bad. Okay, so tonight one of the things I'm going to do is go into some of the products that I've been using. Like, I think that's maybe what we're talking about tonight, is how to feel better. Things we're doing to feel better. So you're saying copper is working. Max, is copper working? Yeah, the E-Link should help you, Etri. I'm going to start making some shungite jewelry. I'm going to start seeing if I can make some. If I can figure out the technology, I'm going to make some stuff. I just got to figure out the technology. Yeah, I have one too, Etri. I have a back that is so bad that I can't stand for more than just like a few minutes without it, or walk without it making me have to sit down. It's really painful. And I find that massage has helped most of my other stuff. And then I found some other products that I'm going to share with you tonight that I'm getting absolutely no kickback for, that have helped. I find that the adrenal support product, it's just called adrenal support, and the thyroid support product, they seem to be helping. They do seem to be helping. I could feel them almost immediately. Another thing that I am finding helps is HMB, which is the stuff that athletes take. One of the things that athletes take to help their muscles recover. Well, fibro is your muscles not recovering. That's what fibro is your muscles don't recover. They Charlie horse up. And if you've ever felt full body Charlie horse, you heard of full metal jacket? How about full body Charlie horse? That's, yeah, I don't like the whole concept of operations. They're too primitive. I'm sorry. Sorry, Leo. You're a medic, but you know what? I think you'll understand when I say they're still too freaking primitive. I mean, the truth is, we should be way more far down the road than that. Yeah, but we don't have copper pennies anymore. Our pennies aren't really copper, as I hear. You took our copper away. We're going to have to use copper wire. I'm going to look into cannibalizing some of my cords and stuff that, yeah, copper wire is expensive now too. It's harder to get. It's weird. So hi, Drake. And let's see who all is here. The copper coating may be enough. Well, we can try it. It's worth a try. I have pennies. Maybe that's why they're talking about taking the metal money away too. People don't carry a lot of change with them anymore. Massage has helped me a lot, and I have a massager. I don't have a masseuse, but I have a person that's not a trained one who helps me sometimes massaging my feet so my feet can work. Because with fibro, once it gets to your feet, it's really bad. You have some copper discs? Yeah, I'm gonna have to get some copper to put in my foot area somehow. Maybe. Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can cannibalize my some of my, like for instance, charger cords that are broken, that break. They always break. You notice they make them to break, I swear. Yeah, and make some copper jewelry for people. You know where to find some copper discs, some real copper discs? Cool. It's harder to find around here. I can't hardly find. I suppose if I go online, I could probably. I'm gonna have to go online, maybe. Yeah, copper is actually pretty good. If you can stand the copper zinc combination, if you can stand the zinc, the sheeting that they make, you can get. I've gotten copper zinc sheets for like $10. Like sheets of it, not sheets for your bed, but like big hunks of material. Because see, this is the thing. When you go to buy the EMF material, they are selling you sometimes only a foot wide. You have to realize that when you're looking at the pricing, it's like, what's that going to cover? They're thinking your, the stuff you'd put in your wallet or your laptop or your whatever. No, I want to cover myself. So you need a big one, a big. So I'm also going to be making some stuff with the copper zinc. But then you have to, if you're allergic to zinc, you're going to have to put something between you and the zinc, which is not impossible. If I'm thinking of making it like a quilt, but then washing it would probably not work. Cool. Maybe that's it. Yeah. Home of Copper. That's why you can find it. It's like we can find opals here. I can go down to, or used to, when I was doing that, I used to be able, I can't go there now, but I used to be able to go down to V-Rock shop and get beautiful fire opals, pretty cheap, and it's because this is where they come in. This, on the North Shore, you can get certain things, and on the south, part of when it comes, up from the south, they got other things, and then from the west they got other things. It's like there are people who make I was one of them. Make a living transporting them from one place to another. Like take the opals to the west coast where they're expensive. Take the turquoise up to the east. Hi, Richard. Yeah, I'm skipping a little bit here, so if I miss anybody, I'm sorry. Oh, nice. Oh, groovy. I got to get your unicorn horn to you. This gives me so much, really, especially when I'm talking about weird stuff. Somehow when I hold this, I feel safer. I don't know why. And I'm asking that I speak my truth as well as I can. Like some stuff I don't know, I'm only surmising. It's only what's coming to me, but I can't prove it. But, like uh, Covey being parasites, that kind of thing, or just anything but what they're telling us. Seems like it's anything but what they tell us it is. Nothing is what they tell us it is. We know that. I mean, that we know for a fact. Yeah, I think really it's just for my part, it seems like it is the EMFs maybe irritate. I don't know whether it's activating something or just irritating it so it bothers us too. But somehow it seems to make it worse. But somehow, if you do the parasite cleanses, you feel better and it's not as bad. So, mhm. Well, my back is feeling a bit better. Mm. Micah, I guess you're our healer right now because I'm kind of limited right in this time. I have to be kind of careful. I'm in the soup right now, and I'm kind of vulnerable. So, but you know what? And I'm thinking of moving my little rock shop to where I sleep so that I can sleep near them because it seems to help me. But I'm keeping them in the kitchen so that they're easy to access. But I probably need to keep them in my bedroom with me so I get a good sleep because I feel better when I'm working with them. You got to be careful though. Some of them are kind of exciting rather than calming, but the selenite seems to be really help with the calming. That's good, Tree. There's also, like I said, that I've been taking, and I'm finding the first couple of days were harsh because I had the die-off stuff happening. But after that, a lot better. Now, the stomach stuff doesn't happen unless I'm getting cooked by EMFs, and I can tell. That was one of the ways I told. It's like I'm there, like, oh, my stomach hurts, and then I realized I don't have any silver on. I don't have any of. I don't have any. I don't have the shungite. I don't have the a copper plate. I mean, I don't have my Tesla plate. I don't have my E-link. I don't have any of that. I'm like, what was I thinking? Well, I was just tired. I felt better after going to the shower, and getting the water on me, but then laying there exposed all night, And I'm just like, oh, geez. And then it's raining out, which, you know, Micah, I hate to say this, but my shoulder, my left side again, and this happens every time I get exposed to the EMFs. For some reason, it's my left shoulder more than my right. My left arm, my whole arm just goes nuts. Probably now, I think it might be partly right here is my computer, and it's like a foot and a half away, 2 feet away. My tower. I'm probably exposing my left arm to my tower way too much. Yeah, it is. It's very good for parasites to get, well, actually, no, it's very good for you and very hard on parasites. It's very hard on parasites. I don't have that. I should get some of that though, and definitely. Well, okay, wait a minute, Barry, what? What? I don't understand that. Can you please? Yes, it doesn't harm you. It's good for you and bad for the parasites. Who is a example of why? Me or somebody else in chat? John. John, that's one of the reasons I need to get a hold of you. We're trying to get a beat on Barry's dog. We think we've got, you know, a bunch of us got together and looked into it as well as we could. And most of us got the same thing. Somebody picked her up. She's alive, but somebody picked her up. That's what we got. Girl is still missing. Hit bit good by little dog. Internet is crappy. I don't understand what that means. Check out the selenite knife we got at the gem show. Yeah. That would be nice. You got to be careful with a selenite, though. Selenite is made of a poisonous substance, a mineral, that if you ingest it, however, it is a good mineral if you don't ingest it. I mean, don't absorb it, you know, but other than that, it actually reflects a lot of light. But yeah. What happened? Okay, wait. Okay, this is hard to understand what's going on. So before we all go nuts here, trying to figure out what's going on, here's the link. Come on in and talk to us. Okay, because trying to understand all this is... Thank you, Micah. If you're doing something, I think it's helping. Yeah, this arm, I think I'm just cooking it with my PC is what's happening. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I think it's just getting freaking cooked because I don't have a long enough cord. I need to get a much longer cord so I can put it farther away from me. Yeah, his dog is missing. I'm not going to tell you what we got so you can get something independent. Yeah, I'll just stay quiet about it so you can remote view it yourself. But we did a remote view. We all did a remote view, and we mostly got similar on it. Oh, thanks. Yes, now the front of the arm is feeling better too. I find that using the massager, I have a massaging tool. It's yeah, we can take another look. Thank you, Micah. My swelling is down too because I found something else. Here's one that I haven't told you about. The HMB is good for the muscles. If you're having problems with your muscles, fibromyalgia, I would say. If you have fibromyalgia, this is something I figured out. Okay, it was really in an ad about when you get older, you lose your ability to repair your muscles as well, and you get weak, and that's why people fall down and they can't get up. But HMB helps your muscles build back up again. So I tried HMB, and doggone, I felt that almost immediately. I can recommend HMB. I am feeling a lot better since I got that. And the massager is one of those double-head massagers. You got to watch you don't get your finger or something caught in it. It'll squeeze it. But the massage is really helping. Now that I found that, that's helping a lot. And the other thing I found that seems to be helping a lot with pain in general and just everything in general is cat's claw. That's a different one. I got this ping like psychically a long time ago. I was taking something that was actually to keep you awake. It was a stimulant. However, it had all this other stuff in it that made you feel good too. I took it, and it's like I felt so much better that I could go from not wanting to go do anything to being able to go and walk around a park or go see stuff at the zoo, just normal stuff that I'd used to do. And I would for hours feel okay and be able to walk around without the crushing pain. And gas stations. Okay, we saw a gas station too. Yeah. Yeah, it's a supplement, HMB. This time I got the HMB. Before I got the capsule, it had something else in. Now I've got the pure HMB, and really it doesn't taste like much. You can put a little scoop in your water, like a jug of water with your boron. Don't forget to use your boron every day. We've talked about what boron does. A little bit'll do you. You don't really need, you know what? Most people get by on just a pinch of it, but I guess the dose is really what, a fourth a teaspoon per 100 pounds or something. Yeah, cat's claw. It's good for circulation and it's good for inflammation. So this stimulant actually had one. I remember one of the ingredients was cat's claw. And for some reason, that stood out. Cat's claw. And so I said, wonder if I can get a cat's claw supplement. Yes, I can. Okay, yes, I have noticed there is a difference with cat's claw. Yes. Because you get better circulation. Better circulation means better better circulation means you're not going to have as much well, your recycling is better. Oh, is Justin come? Oh, hi, Justin. Hi, Justin. Hi, Lewis. Yeah, it turns out tonight we're talking about things that make us feel better, that are helping with our various issues. Because the way that it's going right now, we're needing stuff corrected like all the freaking time, and Micah's the only one that's online right now. I mean, whose abilities are all the way online right now in the group. The rest of us are now the remote viewing abilities are going pretty good. Our remote view last night was good. That was going pretty good. But right now, Micah's our main healer. And I don't know how Leo's doing. Leo, how you doing? You doing okay? You got your hands full probably with Gaia, though. Yeah, we need to clone you. Yeah, you keep acting like you're not, like you're worthless and blah, blah, blah. It's like we need you now. You know, everybody else is kind of falling out. We're getting burnout and stuff. I mean, I think part of my problem was I was getting burnout because I was just doing too much. I was doing too much of this like all the freaking time. Here in Ohio, it's just for a long time there, it was just a constant thing for years. It tends to wear you out. Well, thank you, Justin. Yeah, me too. It helps to hang out with people who you don't have to wear a mask with. And I mean with my feelings. I can just say what I say, and you guys are like, oh, it's like take it or leave it, and you guys do. You either take it or leave it. You're cool with that. It's like you agree with some of it, maybe you don't agree with all of it. That's cool. As long as I'm free to say it, this is my opinion. And uh, Micah got something that may or may not be different from what we got. We got that the dog is okay, but he got that it might be somebody that he got a little bit different read, but not that different. Still somebody has the dog. Yeah, shout out your live readings. I don't have my phone here, but we go 80 all the time here and up, you know, and especially when my Wi-Fi's on, it'll go up into the 80s and hit the 90s. And Etri says it goes 80 to 100 in her neighborhood. So we're really getting fried, people. We're getting fried. And you can't tell me that they don't know this is happening. $36 a bit ago, yeah. Yeah, it's been like for me 35 years of doing this, and it's like I've got to admit I'm getting I probably need a lot of repair. I probably do. And don't worry, Micah. Someday, hopefully, things will be better by then. But someday we'll take care of you if it happens that you end up having the same thing going on. We'll take care of you. Hopefully, we won't have to, though. Hopefully, things will be better. Hello, Aaron. Well, 72 ain't good, but it's not quite as bad. Oh, well, that's good. My goodness. Maybe that's part of the reason you're not doing as bad, Micah. Because if it doesn't go above 75, that's actually a limit that most people can handle. It's not great, but I mean, it's not like 80s. It's very commonly 80s and up here. And then Etri, I'm worried. 100? I'm worried about you, Etri. No wonder you're not feeling good. And this is a real thing. It's real. Oh, a killer rainbow. I don't want to see it. It could kill me. I'm kidding. I'm going to go see it. Hey, Aaron. Wow, yeah. Well, I forget, Max. What's red zone? What's the start of the red zone? Isn't it 80? Because it's, yeah, our spikes are 90. It can spike up to 90 here. So we're getting cooked. And that could be why a lot of people are not feeling good. Aw, I'm sorry, Barry. Okay, reading is 60, under 66. Yeah, see, the lowest I've seen it go around here is like 76. Yeah, lowest is 76. So it's a nice spot, and even though it's out in the country, we're still getting smacked. We're getting cooked because of all the equipment around here. Well, that makes sense. Yeah, the ion. You got to be careful with that, though. Sometimes they put just a rusty element in it. You got to get a real one because I guess there's some that sell fake Aru ones that just put a rusty unit in there, and then all this brown stuff comes out, and you think it's yours, like the red brown. It's really just rust. So you got to be careful. There's no cleaner area. Damn, we have got to protect Etri. We have got to get Etri shielded because she sounds like she is in a very, I would not be surprised then, Etri, if there are probably a lot of people around you very sick or on their way to getting sick. Yeah, more susceptible for paranormal activity. You know, that wouldn't surprise me either. I have never heard that, but it wouldn't surprise me. How did you find that one out? I have not heard that one yet. That's something I have to check. 68 messes with people's mood, 70 up is, oh, shit. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah, Etri, we got about the same thing here. 76 is the lowest I see it. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, it can happen, Justin, that you can burn yourself out. Oh, so he went from a hard worker to a novelist, which is an entirely different kind of work. Well, that's a great story, Justin. You need silver clothes. I need to get her I'm telling you, I need to get her a poncho. At least a silver poncho. And she needs the EMF protection, or you're never going to quite get well. Well, Lewis, okay, Max will tell you all about. Somebody click the link and come in here and talk about this stuff, because chat is going fast. Lewis, we have an EMF meter. You can download it right onto your phone. It's called ElectroSmart. Yeah, Etri needs silver clothes. We've got to make sure. Yeah, Terry gets silver clothes somehow. Yeah, we're using the ElectroSmart. You can download it right to your phone. It will give you a reading. It will tell you every device around you, including your own Wi-Fi and other people's Wi-Fi and electronic devices. It'll tell you every device close enough to sense. And really, there's tons of them. I mean, it gives me a big long list that goes off the page. Okay, I'm really going to throw a lot of effort into the silver clothing, since I know that I've had to get some energy back to do that, though. And I got a table now, which is going to make it easier to sew. Even with the machine, it's kind of hard to sew without a table.
This meter works a lot differently than other ones too. It's the other ones are just measuring the Gauss around you or the magnetics around you. This one actually samples the signal. So it's getting an accurate reading of how strong the signal is and how much power output it's putting. And it combines that together to give you your full reading. So it's totally different than like other ones.
Mm-hmm.
Like you were saying, it gives you all the sources.
Yeah.
Lists all the sources and their levels around you.
Yeah, and yet you can tell when people are most likely to be turning on their stuff. Maybe you need more protection around that time, you know. So
yeah, they've been playing with that recently. What they've been doing to make people more sick is they've been randomizing it. So they'll run one day at 72. The next day they'll back it down, run 68, 72, 68, 72 all throughout the day, bumping it up and down. The next day they'll do all 70 at the daytime, nothing, or 60s in the night. And then the next day they'll run 70s at night, 60s in the day. It's to offset the system and screw it and randomize it so your body can't get used to it.
Used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that little trick. That's like...
They used to only hit us at night before the pandemic. But during the pandemic, they're doing all day long and randomizing it when they can't get enough people sick.
Yeah, that's one of the ways we know that this has something to do with it. That's how we know. Yep. One of the ways we know is because people are getting, we're getting hit with it in a very strange, random pattern. And I'm glad you came up with that, because I have not been watching that close. And I'm thinking maybe one of the reasons we are falling asleep is we're just getting exhausted.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah. You really have to watch. To understand what they're doing, you have to look at about a month's worth of data, and you can see the patterns emerge. And they've only started using this pattern recently, though, so you wouldn't have that much time to track it unless you're tracking it real time like we're doing. So.
Yeah, we need to get this. We need to get our armor. I need to go back to that before we started getting attacked and stuff.
Yeah.
I need to go back to getting the armor online. We need to get our full armor on. We need to get our tools and our weapons. We need to get our shit together, and because we're And it's not announced at all, but we're getting attacked.
Well,
It's
our
very
governments are
obvious.
culpable in it. Our governments are complicit in it.
Yeah,
They don't want to pay. They don't want to pay
no.
you. See, it comes down to this. Joe Biden had pointed it out. We
This
should take away the
is
senior citizens' pension.
what?
See, Biden pointed out the part of this that's important is to get rid of the senior citizens' pension.
That's what, you know what?
So how do you do that?
Get rid of senior
What's the easiest
citizens.
way to do that?
Get rid of senior citizens.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've been saying that for a while. This looks like it's mostly to get rid of senior
Right.
citizens.
You get rid of the knowledge too. You get rid of the
Yeah.
knowledge of the past. You know, in 10 years, in 10, 15 years, chemtrails are, well, that's just part of the sky. That's how the sky is, but it never was before. And there'll be nobody left to tell them.
Right.
Right?
There'd be none left to tell the tale, even that, well, there might have been in the past, though, because it looks like we've gone through other wipeouts.
Yeah.
Some people are calling it other
And
resets.
don't forget, there's the depopulation plan because there's too many people for their liking. So
For their liking, not because it really is true, but because it's for their liking.
mm-hmm.
Here's the other thing that's interesting. Somebody, and I've heard this before, and I'd forgotten it. There was about the mud floods.
Mm-hmm.
A Boy and His Dog. There was a movie a while back called A Boy and His Dog. It was very controversial. The original story was written by Harlan Ellison, who I met, by the way. Very intelligent fellow, very, very intelligent fellow, but very terse. He could be very, very, he could take your head right off. I mean, if you pissed him off, he'd take your head off. And he was smart enough to really hurt. And I mean, there were people who would be like white with their hair blown back and like, what happened? Oh, I talked to Harlan, but I could talk to him. Okay, I could talk to him. He was a smart guy. And he was okay as long as you didn't you couldn't criticize his work the wrong way or you'd get, he would tell you exactly where you were wrong. He had no problem telling you exactly where you were wrong and go into detail about it too, where you are wrong about what, no, his stuff is accurate because he really would research. He would research things. Well, guess what? This movie is about it looks like it's right exactly about the mud flood. And it's like what would happen after one of those. And people are like digging down and hitting roofs and going in and looting the houses that have been buried, the survivors. And it's sort of a Mad Max sort of scenario. But then there are some survivors underground and their society is absolutely horrible. But, and he finds this out. And I'm not going to give any spoilers like that, but it's just the bare bones of it is. This actor later, I can't think of his name right now, the star of the movie, was interviewed, what's your favorite movie? And this was done when he was really young. And he mentioned Boy and His Dog. And they said, oh, it's a charming sci-fi. No, it was actually a very harsh sci-fi, and it was banned. And he said, oh, no, it's actually a historical account, but it's set in the future.
Ah.
And I'm there like,
it's a historical account. Yeah, it's a historical account and set in the future. Right?
It's a historical account, but set in the future.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm there like, wait a minute, that means he knows something. He knew something. He knew something way back. And that means Harlan knew something way back. Maybe he was a lot smarter than we thought. Or maybe he was privy to something. Because I am almost positive Gene Roddenberry knew something. I mean, Gene Roddenberry had to know.
Oh, yeah, he used Kabbalistic symbols in his all over the place.
Yeah, so some people have always known and the rest of us have been kept ignorant.
Yep.
And okay, Barry, we'll keep working on it. We'll keep intending that you get her back. Sacked as writer for Walt Disney. He didn't like Mickey Mouse, and he said so. That's great. You know what is so funny about this is I cannot even imagine Harlan writing for Disney. Oh my God, would it be a different thing if Harlan had written for Disney? Oh my God. Oh geez. Oh my gosh. Harlan Ellison writing for Disney. I can't even imagine what that would look like. Oh my God. I know, and I know his kind of writing because I mean he uses a lot of very coarse language. You know, he has his characters using a lot of coarse language. You know, I mean, in that novel, women were called slits. So, yeah.
Wow.
I mean, he had his own language and everything. Mm-hmm. Well, in that society, what they would do is they'd find a woman and just use her until they killed her. That was what you did in that society. It was just use her until she died of whatever. And, you know, I mean, there's one point where he goes, oh, I don't know why he cut her up. She could have been used at least 3 or 4 more times. You know, that's the way they were looking at it. I guess in the post-apocalypse, they don't have any sensibility about that.
Yeah. Then
the underground society is different, but in some ways just as bad. You find, and it's like, oh geez, the whole world is really crap at that point.
Just as bad.
Yeah, you know, and that's bad enough, but then the underground is even weirder, bad, but just weirder. Yeah. So
I'm going to have to back out because I got to get to bed.
Okay. Thanks for coming in, Max.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Please, if you're in me, send me a message so I know that you're there.
I tried. I don't know how to work that thing yet. I'll give it another try.
You know what? There's a Bomber and
well, I'm connected with
Woo Crew?
Yeah. Galactic Woo Crew.
The Woo Crew Lounge?
I don't know. Not that. Maybe.
Okay, so you're connected with D Ocean's Woo Crew?
Let me see.
Or Galactic Woo Crew?
Yeah.
Okay. Hang on. Let me make sure that we didn't change it. Yeah, Galactic Woo Crew. Okay, yeah. That's us. That is definitely
I sent you a message on there, but
I didn't get it.
Okay.
Okay. I'll look for you again. Are you under Max Vision?
Yep.
I'll look for you. I'll search you under Max Vision.
Okay. All right. Well, you have a good night. Thank you very much for having me on.
Okay.
Nice talking to you.
Max, thanks for coming on and explaining that to us. It really helped because I don't explain it as well as you do.
Yeah, I've been tracking it for over a year.
A long time.
Long time before the pandemic started.
Mm-hmm. I'm just another messenger, okay? I'm not really
Me too.
Researcher. I'm just another messenger trying to get the word out so you guys don't fry.
Yep.
Yeah. You know, I want my family to be healthy.
Yep.
So hard to keep you healthy when they're doing all this crap.
There are court cases going on right now against our governments for this type of thing. There's one class suit that contains water, food, and EMF radiation.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, we should look into that and see if we can all hop onto that.
I'll have to check out that information.
We should all get in there and get our bloody little chunk.
Yeah. So.
Because and add weight to that, because honestly, they, as far as I can tell, they are frying so many people. Look at what's happening. We're wondering why is Etri always get. Why am I? Well,
Yeah.
we're living in very high
Yeah,
EMF
they
zones.
need to admit it and own up to it
Yeah,
and start using it responsibly.
yeah. Will you quit?
Well, they're
Quit
using it.
blasting.
They're using it in conjunction with the pharmaceutical company
Yeah, because it makes you sick
and the
and
government
you feel like
because
you
you know we don't need as many old people because they cost money and it works good for the new world order because you know it's just good all around for them, but it's not good for us. You know.
They didn't affect me that much when I was younger. I don't know. I couldn't tell you,
Yeah.
Mister. I couldn't tell you, Micah. I know that there was a time when they didn't seem to
Oh,
affect
they do affect you, Mr. Miser. You just don't notice it.
me. Yeah.
It'll
You
be a
don't
long
see
term
the order.
effect for you.
Yeah. It seems like it's cumulative, like X-rays
Yeah,
are cumulative,
yeah.
which is why
There is no immunity to it.
they want you to get a breast exam every year because it's cumulative. Yeah, the radiation.
There is no immunity,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
you don't really, yeah, exactly get immune to that.
Yeah, they keep
Unless
changing it
you
and they keep
become a,
increasing the levels,
yeah.
so you can't get immune to it. So it has long term effects as well as short term that we're telling you about. But there are long term effects. I'm
Well,
trying to avoid those completely. So we'll see
I
how that
have
goes.
obviously not avoided them, and now I'm thinking it's
Well, yeah,
probably
you were saturated in it for probably years now.
a long, long, long time. And those of us who are obviously showing signs of what happens.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's part of what the fibro is. I
Hmm.
think that's part of why fibro exists now and it didn't used to exist, you know.
Yeah.
So, but around the same time as we started getting the electro smog and the GMO and the pesticides and you know, the whole list
They put it in everything.
started getting, yeah,
Yeah.
started getting the fibro and the other autoimmune stuff went through the roof. What does that tell you? Okay, that's what I think. You
Yep.
know.
This
Well,
this
thank you
stuff's
so
being
much.
put on us because it feeds the medical system and it shortens your lifespan, which makes less payout for the government and also keeps a lot of knowledge gone. You know.
And really, the companies can charge really a lot for all of the fancy medical procedures and
Oh yeah.
medicines and poisons and stuff that they give you. And
Yep.
yeah, this is all in game, you know. This is a massively multiplayer game that we're playing. You know, the total immersion RV
Yep.
game called Living on Earth right now.
Yep. Time to get the people up and saying no to it. That's the only way to stop it. Really.
Yeah,
There's protests going on all over the place in the game.
yeah.
They're not putting them on the game news, unfortunately. But you go to the alternative news and you'll see them everywhere, especially in Canada right now.
Yeah, see, I can't.
Every weekend when we're allowed to, well, when most of us have the energy to go out, we we protest.
Yeah, it's definitely. He says, "Oh, so it's a pyramid scam." Well, yeah, kind of. You
Kind of.
know, actually, wait a minute. Now, isn't that interesting? It's a pyramid scheme,
In a way, yeah.
and the pyramid being the symbol with the eye.
Yeah.
Maybe it is.
Yeah.
Maybe.
All right. Well, I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
I'll hang out and chat for a while.
Thanks for coming.
Okay.
Thank you for speaking to us. Yeah, he knows a lot more than I do. I mean, well, I know it, but I can't explain it as well. I'm not as good at explaining it. I know some of this, but I try to pass it on as best I can. And you should see me trying to explain it to people around here. They look at me like I have three heads and actually am very stupid. How dumb do you have to be to think that? Well, how dumb do you have to be to not think it? You must be pretty stupid. I'm sorry. There isn't very hard to find somebody around here to talk to. Mm. Yeah, it's definitely a pyramid scheme. Yep, I kind of like that way of looking at it. Oh, are you? Yeah. Basically, we got to realize it's genocide on a kind of a slow level, a kind of a slow, although they're making it a little faster lately. Mhm. The big deal is getting us all to feel better. Anything you can do to improve your circulation seems to help. Anything you can do to um, improve your protection from EMF. The cat's claw is helping. And so, yeah, circulation is one of its things. That's got to be one of the big ones. The pain relief is helping. The kyanite is helping, but I got to be, you know what? I forget to take it with me. I do stupid things like just leaving my stuff off. I got to get better about that. Like last night, leaving all my stuff off. It's like, no, I'm in a war zone. I'm getting irradiated constantly. I'm getting the EMFers, the MFers, those MFers. I just thought of that. The EMFers, electro MFers. Those EMFers, that should be a new but that should be a new epithet. Okay, I think among us, it will be a new curse word. How's that? Okay. You stay in chat, but in bed. I got my armor on, so I should be okay for a little while. You EMFer. That EMFer. It's great. We have our own language now, right? You dirty EMFer. I know I hate wearing clothes to bed too. I'd rather go naked, but I can't unless I get under my silver sheet. Then it's better. But yeah, it still doesn't, you know. What am I going to do this summer? I like to run around naked in the summer. I can't do that. Well, I'm glad this material is very light. It's going to help. Yeah. TMI. Yeah. Atri, we got to get you some of this stuff. Got to get me more of it. I got to get more of it for me. All I have is this right now. And I haven't even finished my hat. I had to put everything away because we had inspection and it looked kind of messy. So I put it away. Now I got to find it all and bring it out again. But I'm trying to get some made cheaply for us. But the prices are coming down gradually. The prices are gradually coming down. But once again, you're going to have some kind of money in order to even get in the game. TMI. Yeah. When I call somebody a dirty EMFer, you know. Yeah. Well, we got to get you a hat. I'm working on a design for hats. I'm working on other designs, but I just have been tired. I've been trying to do this while digging out from under all of the zapping we're getting. Yeah, laughter is actually good for you too, so let's keep laughing. Yeah, me too. Is that I find the sheet on the floor or to the side or something. Yeah, that's the only thing. somehow. But see, this is it. If we were somewhere where we could see, I'm not somewhere where I can walk around on the ground. If you're on the ground, you get grounded. It helps. It really helps you survive the onslaught. But we aren't getting that enough, especially not in the winter. But showers help. Take a shower frequently. The water helps ground you. Yeah. That's another thing you can do. I'm looking into foil. I'm thinking I'm going to try making some objects with foil, but then you won't be able to wash them. Yeah, powdered silver, but powdered silver, you almost got to make that. I don't think you can buy that. John is making it with his, John's our alchemist. Boy, I need some. Yeah, I could do a lot with that. I'm going to be, here's the thought though. So you tell me, John, what do you think about this anodized aluminum? Oh, and the power supply I found was a 9 volt that already had the end ripped off of it, was a 9 volt. So would that would work for gold? I can't remember. Now that I might be able to make. I might be able to make orgone. But I'm not sure how well it works. John, have you done any studies of orgone? I haven't noticed very much happening with it, but I do keep one on one of my hats. A little orgone collector. Okay, that'll work for silver. 9 volt. Okay, I don't have very much silver. I have more gold than silver, but I just bought the little sheets. That's all I could get. That's all I could find easily. I have to take a deeper search. Hey, Ken! There he comes, sneaking in the back door. I have to take a deeper search.
Hey,
Hey.
how you going? I was just doing a test. I was actually going to type to you in the chat room here in StreamYard because it's still not coming up in your chat. Remember how we were chatting about that last week? How many comments are hidden in chat?
Yeah, and you know what? I'm not doing it. We're not doing it.
I can get into any other chat, but it just won't show up in your one. Yeah, it's weird.
We're not doing it. I know that none of my mods are doing that.
It's like something's some setting or something. I don't know. It's weird. I tried finding, going through things, and I just couldn't find.
You know what? I'm a lot of people are reporting having that randomly happen at different chats, but not completely. It's like you're in permanent timeout or something.
Yeah. Because I can get into any other one. I'm not normally timed out anyway. But no, I just thought I'd tell you. Like when you chat in here, it'll show up, won't it, in the chat normally? I'll just try that, eh? Yeah. So I'll just type something.
See if it shows,
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Not there. That's weird. Well, not to worry. I still have a good listen. And
well, thanks. I'm really sorry. I'm
not blaming you at all. No, I think it's something to do with an algorithm, or a lot of weird stuff happens to me on the internet.
Well, I believe it. And
Yeah.
it's because you have an
I'm
opinion.
not the only one though, but I see so many having similar things.
Well,
Especially the copyright thing. Yeah.
I protect myself as best I can, because if you are you're allowed to do things in the name of farce and comedy, and you're allowed to do things in a game if it's just a game or a fantasy or not real. So, of course, we're playing a huge game here called Life on Earth. Massively multiplayer and very total immersion.
It used to be just music they'd cut you for, but now it's certain words. It's weird times. Cancel culture.
Words. Yeah, it's getting smaller and smaller. Pretty soon, all you'll be able to say is "I love Bitey. I love Bitey. I love Bitey."
That's it.
I love wearing the mask. I love wearing the mask.
I love the Who organization. That's great.
We love the Who.
I've done a few live streams and played a bit of music through a couple of them, and no copyright strike, and then near the
the
end,
LARP life.
and then I'll put a Neil Young song on at the end. Suddenly, stream stopped immediately. I've tried that out twice to see if that, definitely my favourite muso. Now he's sold out. I used to use a lot of his music in my vids, and now you get strike to use anything by him. Yeah. You can still get away with some old music, or there's artists out there who want you. Yeah.
Albie.
But I thought I'd just drop in
quickly. All about Albie? Albie's in. Anyway, good to see you, Ken.
Yeah. So, what have I missed?
A lot. We had a big discussion.
I missed Miser, Ettore, Albert. I'm just saying hello to everyone. I was saying, couldn't say
Micah, Ettore,
Justin,
Gaia and Leo are in.
And Barry, I saw you've lost your dog, Cindy. That's terrible. I really pray and hope you find her. Yeah.
And Richard, don't forget Richard Elmore.
Richard,
and Micah has been doing.
Hi, Richard. Yep.
He's the only one left who can consistently do healings right now.
Oh.
I don't know what happened to Denali. Denali seems to be missing in action right now. I don't know.
Denali.
I don't know why she's staying away. Maybe it's too much pressure. I mean, it can be a lot of pressure to in a way. We have a lot of illness, but I mean, we're boiling it down to it looks like we're getting zapped a lot.
Yeah.
We're getting.
I've been thinking a lot of it's to do with signals, because I'm funny pressure in my ears lately. Weird pressure where it feels like it's going to block. It doesn't quite get there, but it's like, and I had that 2 years ago where one ear blocked, and then it was happening to everyone around the world at the time. I was going, that must be a signal, causing this sort of thing. And maybe that's how they, detect.
Yeah, we've been just talking about that. We just Ken.
Oh, really?
You have ElectroSmart on your phone.
Have I got that?
You need to download it, mate. You need to download it because it will tell you exactly what's going on with the EMF around you. It will give you the sources. It will give you the Wi-Fi, and it will give you also the devices around you. And you can see how much you're being exposed to. And you can download it right onto your phone, right off the PlayStation, or whatever, Google Play or whatever.
I'll write it down. What's it called?
ElectroSmart.
ElectroSmart. Well, I've got a pen. Yeah, I'll write it down. I'll get Tiani to do it.
Actually, love you and feel better, and we're going to see how fixed up we are going to get you fixed up. We're going to get us all somehow fixed up, although I don't exactly know how yet. But we're going to put our heads together. Guys, we got to do this. Got to put our heads together. Get our shit together, folks.
Yeah.
Start putting it together, because I think we're going to need to do that in order to make it through this, because it's only going to get, they're going to do more until it gets better. It's going to get worse. I wanted to say before anything else, I have been feeling very strongly there is something going on in the background that's going to mitigate this. So this is going to be forever. But right now, and I also think that the red guy in that contest that they say lost, that didn't really lose, he's up to something. And I don't know what it is yet, but it's going to make a big splash at some point. Maybe after disclosure, if we get disclosure. But he's up to something. I can feel it. He's like up to something. And he's not going down without a fight. People have tried to say things about this guy, like maybe he set us up, maybe no, he's kind of boiling in the background on the back burner. He's going to come. He has found out he cannot bash his head against this directly. He is going to have to come around this way and get him from the back.
Different tactics.
Different. He's had to change his tactics. That's what's going on. I bet you. We'll find out, though.
But people say, he's a sellout because of the vaccination rollout he wanted. But, I mean, if he had gone against that, he would have been out straight away.
Oh, yeah. They
had to go.
He had to come up with something. Yeah, I mean, really, I feel sorry. I feel sorry for him. No, I mean, and if you would have told me at the beginning that I was going to actually feel this way, but he two trials, and they find nothing. Try and impeach him, they find nothing. You can't say it's because you can't say it's because he's got privilege because he's the president. No, his son was getting shut down. And every time they do that,
president gets shut off social media. I mean, it's never happened before, has it?
It's never happened.
Ever.
None of them have ever been tried twice for impeachment. He must be a serious threat.
Yeah.
That's all I can figure. And
he's over the target, that's what it is. He's always been over the target, and they're firing at him because he's there.
That's what I think. Okay, now, however else I feel about it, he is much hated by the far left. Okay, he is much hated by, and that means he's on to something. Because when you're hated that much,
boy, scumbags
you
like that
have a lot of potential to do a lot of harm to the bad guys. Because honestly, otherwise he wouldn't be harassed so much.
Yeah. I thoroughly enjoyed his 4 years. I thought he was very entertaining. Made politics, exciting.
He's entertaining, yeah. He's a lot. But you're an opinionated bloke too, right? Using that word, that is kind of an archaic word, and
he's very talented in his off-the-cuff comments. I think
right.
Totally knows what's got a shit stir.
Yeah.
So this will really get to him. Bit like that Candace Owen. She loves to stir up the left.
Max
Cardi B and all that. Oh God, she has fun with them.
Again. Black boxes. Oh gosh, the chat is really getting wild.
Yeah.
Treated Phoenix after the show. She claimed there were black boxes of power stations connected to the grid with COVID written on them. Oh my God, if that was real, we'd have a smoking gun. If we can confirm that. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Wow, hi Bomber and Bomber.
Good to see photos or footage of that.
Wow, yeah, I want to see that. And you know what?
Oh my God. Sorry.
That would be a fucking smoking gun, those dirty EMFers.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a new curse word, Ken. EMFer.
Yeah.
Dirty EMFer.
A good one. I heard Let's just say that before. That was a classic. Yeah. Bloody
So yeah.
Mongrels.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Bomber. Yeah, it's like I never thought I would say this, but I gained respect to him for him in the 4 years. I still can't think of him as being. I don't know if I'd get along with him in person, but I don't think so. But I don't know. But I have to say I gained respect for him because of some of the things he went through it and how he went through it.
But I think he likes down to earth
Yeah.
people. I think he likes people who are, down to earth and just saying a spade is a spade.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you're not allowed to do that, as we know.
No.
You're not allowed to do that, Ken. That's got you in trouble. What that got you.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody who just speaks, of duties, right, what they think, it's like, well, you can't be doing that.
Oh, you know what our government's come out and said recently, just the other day, that from their intel and everything, there will definitely be some sort of terrorist attack in imminent. It's definitely going to happen. They're not sure it's going to be from Muslim extremists or radical right-wing non-vaxxers. They're the two choices of these terror attacks that are definitely going to happen in Australia. And, even the news reporters are saying, what's this, definitely thing? Isn't there maybe? I mean, haven't we got a security system that's meant to stop terrorists? Don't they know what's going on? And, it's like even some of the people in security going, we don't know anything about this. We haven't heard anything. What are they talking about, the government? That's...
I just shake my head and look at this and go, we cannot depend on the government to do any of this for us. We're going to have to do, once again, what did I say way back there? Way back. Grassroots. It's the only way. Grassroots, because we cannot depend on anybody doing anything for us.
You can rely on Mother Nature, She's always going to, kind of...
Albie says, BM ritual, black magic ritual. That all BM also stands for bowel movement, but ain't that the shit? Anyway, that's some shit. But yeah, Max Vision. You've got a link for what? What is it? Oh, John C. Lilly. Gosh, I wish I could click that. I'd have to open up and risk losing this in order to get that. But yeah, please, when this is done, will you comment and leave that link when you comment, like after the show, and when it's sitting there, leave us that link. You know what they've been doing to me, Ken? Somebody will leave a comment and they'll give me a different comment. It'll look like a different comment. So I've been deleting these what looks like troll comments, but they're people's comments. And I caught it by looking at it from a different account. From my account, it looks like a troll is trolling us with some kind of porn site or something link, when it's actually people leaving comments.
Wow.
So they're really messing
could
around.
that be YouTube team just playing games,
There's some games going on. So if your comments have gotten deleted off my videos, that's why. Because it looks like somebody is trolling and always leaving some kind of porn site, some kind of, and here it's not.
Yeah, it could be from, I wonder if it comes from StreamYard, because when I was doing a stream a few weeks back, some guy said he was from Adelaide, it was just us Aussies talking, and he made out he knew us, and I said, I don't really know you, mate. His name was Dan. And then he
wait a minute.
And then he starts putting full on porn, like real hardcore porn starts appearing on his little box, and got rid of him straight away. Then straight after him, someone else who looked like a different person. Didn't know him from a bar of soap. So I said, nah, you're not coming on, And then you think maybe these people can somehow hack the chat somehow. I don't know. Without knowing. Like, I don't know if it come from StreamYard. You know what I mean? Like,
Well,
I mean, they're on both sort of medias, so yeah, who knows?
mhm. I usually go to Lucid's, but tonight I came in um, mostly because uh, Todd Strangeland Sears wanted to say something, and he was. But the thing is I didn't see him tonight. I hope he's okay. I didn't see him tonight, so that's pretty much why I came in tonight and decided to take a day off from Lucid's. But yeah, I'm probably going to work out something with Lucid to start selling with Lucid, and off of the Frugal's channel. I think I'm going to use Frugal's channel to do that. But anyway, Ken,
Yep.
I didn't mean to interrupt in the middle of that, but Bomber was saying something. And I was like, that's why I'm not there. And basically, but I'm glad because all of you came in.
Yeah.
I think I might have to take back Monday night. I'm sorry. I might have to take back the Mondays because it seems like it's a good day for most people. So anyway, Ken. Okay, so
it's good catching up. Lucid. Who's Lucid again?
Lucid used to come around. She's Lucid Curios.
Oh yeah, I remember the name. And she has a stream.
A channel that she has a channel that where she sells stuff, curios.
Oh yeah.
So
I was checking out crystals the other day in a couple of shops, and a couple of these aromatherapy type places and that, and wow, they want a fortune. Some of the ones you've shown me, they want like just for a tiny version of a bit of what's the purple one? Anyway, that one they want like $73 just for a tiny little piece of it.
Amethyst?
$73 just for a tiny little piece of crystal.
Are you talking about amethyst or something?
Yeah, amethyst. Yeah.
Honestly.
And they had little stones.
You can get a whole freaking hunk of geode off of Amazon here.
Yeah, and I'm thinking I should be bloody selling it too here. Getting it on eBay.
I was just saying, different parts of the country have different. Like here, we can get opals pretty cheap.
Right. Yeah, we have opals,
cheap, but you can't get them.
They're still not cheap here, even though they come from here. But
Moldavite is killer expensive everywhere. Moldavite. I used to have some Moldavite. It got stolen. I used to have some Tanzanite. It got stolen. It's freaking off the charts. It's off the hook. What I'm saying, get your ruby zwazite soon. It's going to go too because it's from a limited area. Get your Petoskey stone. Get your stones that are from a limited area only. Get your Carillion shungite.
Yep.
Get your shungite now. It's going to go through the roof eventually because it has a limited supply. There's only certain places this is.
Hey.
And yeah, it depends on where you are, how much this stuff is. Now, if you want a really high grade of amethyst, that's one thing. But if you just want an amethyst for the amethyst energy, you can get one pretty cheap around here. You can get one for less than 20 for sure. Punk.
I just bought a bag of them from an op shop, and they're probably worth a bit. Something.
Right.
Now that I've seen what they're charging these hippie shops, yeah. But
it's
probably cheaper in Melbourne. It's just down this way,
Well, when I was a vendor, a lot of us, what we did was we'd come to the East Coast and get the stuff that was cheap on the East Coast and pick that up. And then we'd travel west with it and sell it out in the West where we could sell it for a little more. Grab the stuff out in the West that was a little cheaper there and bring it over here. And basically that was how you'd make your living, is by transporting it back and forth and bumping it up a little bit and making your living. That was one of the ways to do it, is because things are so different on coast to coast, from different coasts.
Exactly. Yeah. No,
our shipment comes in from New York now. I don't know what the situation is now. Used to be opals were very cheap here. I don't know what they are now. But now that New York is all in disarray and having, stuff happen, I don't know what it's like. I haven't looked yet, so I'm gonna have to look again and see what's going on with it.
I've had opal in the past, but it got stolen. A lot of crystals have. It's funny how people do that, isn't it?
Right.
They love shiny things like magpies, you know.
And they think that this is not going to affect their karma.
Yeah, exactly. You don't get good karma from something you
Not
stole.
it's not going to affect your ascension to steal from people. African people on the coast use diamonds as paperweights but cannot sell them under death threat. Wow.
Yes.
Yikes.
Yeah. Diamonds are pretty, dime a dozen really, but they just make sure it stays at a, keep the market, keep it so they make out it's rare and all that. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you limit the supply of anything and it becomes expensive. And don't you love the way they come up with a way to sell their brown inferior diamonds as chocolate diamonds? I don't call them chocolate. It's not a flaw, it's a feature. That's the way they always do. It's only a flaw until they figure out how they can make it a feature.
Yeah.
Then once they figure out how to make it a feature, it's like, oh yeah, it's the newest thing, yeah.
Yeah.
The one you want now.
Well, I reckon diamonds are really handy, for cutting things and that, they're good as far as a tool.
Yeah, they're pretty, but they're not prettier than quartz or amethyst or.
The other gems and that look better, I reckon. Yeah.
There are hundreds of stones that are prettier than diamonds. Rose diamonds in Canada, and then there are some people that complain about you'll get a batch of rough quartz points. And they'll complain because they're brown or they're peach or there's something. But then there's some people that are looking for the brown or the peach. The brown has the oxidization on it, which is not necessarily a bad thing to everybody. That means there was iron in the soil. And then, so I mean, and then really amethyst is just purple quartz and citrine is yellow quartz. And you can have both in one stone if it's been hit with certain radiation. And you can have something called ametrine. And and then there's smoky quartz, which is brown.
I've seen the smoky quartz, yeah.
I mean, it just depends. It's heat, it's how hot it was, what was the chemical composure, but it's all quartz. So there's a lot of quartz, and there's find a moon meteorite. A moon meteorite. Yeah, diamonds don't look that great until you cut them up. That's true. A lot of things don't. How do I make my mug a good fetcher? How do I make my mug a good fetcher?
Don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Sure.
Rose diamonds in Canada. I haven't seen the rose ones, but I bet there are.
Bowman's got diamond tip drill bits. Oh yeah, they're
right. Yeah, that's one of the main things that they use it for.
You can get diamond tip chainsaw sharpeners too. I had one of them until it broke down, but yeah. Yes,
quartz is in your skin. Yeah. See, we're not divorced from piezoelectricity. I mean, I believe that the Antiquitech, piezoelectricity was really big in Antiquitech. It is for us too, but we're using it differently. But yeah, quartz crystals have piezoelectric properties, and there you go with the energy development thing again. It's like, which is why I think they're going to fight disclosures, because when we find that we don't need it, most of this crap that we've been sold that's destroying things, that's poisonous and toxic and killing us, when we find that we never needed that in the first place, people are probably going to be living mad and wanting heads to roll.
We never really needed plastic. We had plenty of things that could substitute, like, hemp oil can make fiberglass type material and glass. It can do anything really, hemp seed. And we could all be living a beautiful life.
Yeah.
Natural.
Aaron, I got a rock shop right over there in my kitchen. I got some fairly rare, fairly cool stones over there. Some of them, I've got one of the rarest stones I have ever seen over there, Ken.
Yeah.
I have a picture of it somewhere in one of my videos. I showed it. It is a big hunk of quartz that fits in your palm real good.
Yeah.
It's double terminated. It's self-healed. It's a record keeper with thousands of triangles all over it on every facet. And
Store energy, memory. Stores memory.
it stores memory, and it is 7-sided instead of 6.
Oh, that's my
It
favorite
is
number.
very rare, and it even has the triangles on the side faces instead of just on the top faces, which is really unusual. I have not seen that. So yeah, this thing is still recording, I think, because I don't remember those triangles being on the side faces.
Wow.
But apparently it's run out of top face memory, and it's now recording on the side faces. I'll show it to you again, but yeah, it has multiple terminations on one end where it's healed itself.
Where am I?
It's wild. It's a really wild piece of crystal. I had another one kind of like that without the self-healed, but I can't find it. I think it might have been stolen, which bothers me because that's a lot of information. It was like this one.
One thing I was wondering, like meteorites, say people say, oh, this meteorite come from the moon. Someone in the chat said that earlier, and other people say, oh, that meteorite come from Mars. Like, how the heck would they know where it come from? Like, like meteorites come from up there, obviously, but how do we know it actually floated off the moon somehow? And
yeah,
not understood. How do you know what a moon meteorite is, or a normal meteorite, or a Mars, piece of Mars meteorite? Yeah, it's always a thing that's sort of
anything that's off world, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
but they can't say exactly where it was. Oh, that was from the comet. Blah, blah, okay. Hi, Marie.
Marie is in. Good morning to you. Good morning, Miss Anubis. Mrs. Anubis.
Yes. Oh, well, I suppose I better let you get going.
I'm here for a bit, Ken, but if you need to come in and say some more.
Yeah, no worries. I've just got a busy day of doing not much, dishes. That's about it.
Well, you go and have your day, and if we're still on, come back. You can come back in. I don't mind. And you'll see us again. Okay, love you, dear. Miss ya when I don't see you.
Yeah, I was thinking of going live streaming later anyway soon, but in an hour or two. Yeah. So, yeah, there you go. Not that I've got a great deal to say, but, you can always...
Speaking of which, Mike is going off. He's got to work.
Yeah. Oh, work. Don't mention that word. No.
That 4-letter word. Nasty.
Yeah. Okay, cheers, guys. I'm just going to do a couple of things here.
Okay. Take care, honey. Yeah, I should get an alternate account so I can kind of support Lucid while I'm streaming. I don't know. I can't really do much. I don't buy much there. I really don't. I don't need more. I have a lot of stuff I need to get rid of myself. It would be very specific what I would be buying. But I do go over there and make sure that I say hi, from time to time and try to support what everybody's doing. I try to get around. If I don't fall asleep, it's not that I'm not trying to support you. It's that I fall asleep a lot randomly at random times. There's Pam again. There's Miss Pam. Hi, Mrs. Pam. Again. Oh, wait a minute. No, I almost forgot. Hello, Pam. Yeah, me too. I have been told I have to do that. I can't be on all the time. And you know, I'm making time to be here with you because you are you guys. But I can't be on as much as I used to be. I've been told it's frying me. Our EMFs are those MF and EMFers. They they're frying me. We're getting fried here. So, hey, Vinny, how you doing? Look, Pam is a lurker. Well, yeah, whenever this ends, I'm not sure when it's going to end because people keep coming in. And that's really what I want because I want to see you all. The whole reason I'm doing this stream is I want to see you guys. Share vids and stuff. Never been there. Well, not right now, Bomb. We're kind of busy talking. I mean, it is just a selling show. I mean, I love Lucid. I support her show often as I get a chance. But, you know, Monday's a good night. It seems like it's a good night for everybody here. So I might have to take back Mondays and start doing Mondays again because it seems like it's a good night for people. So unfortunately, and then when we get done talking here, sure, I'm going to go over to Lucid's. I'll support Lucid as much as I can. She has other nights, you know. Sometimes she comes on other nights. You just have to pay attention. She'll announce it like I forget to. Vinny! Vinny! Vinny is here. Vinny. Hey, Vinny. So, hello, everybody. Yeah, well, that's because she does some witchy stuff to do that. I know what's going on. She's doing some witchy stuff. No. Yeah, well, at least one person had better help it because it ain't happening. But we're not going to go into that again. At least one person had better help it because it ain't happening. I know one person. You were just combining your hair, combing. You mean combing, right? Combining your hair. You know what it sounds like to me when I know that's like something our phones do to us, right? Is when I saw combining hair. It's like take some from the pubes, take some from the chest, take some from combining it to do what? Knit a rug. Knit a sweater. What? See, I'm so visual. I'll read something or see something, and it'll make a picture in my head, and it's goofy. And I know that's not what you meant. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, you were doing your Elvis impression. Oh, cool. I can't help falling in love with Bummer. Yeah. Yeah. She's the it girl. She's our it girl. You're making a quilt with it. Oh, good. Yeah, I suppose that would be very nice and warm. See, you guys make me laugh, and that's always good, too. That's always good. Yeah, we have been talking all night about how to defeat the dirty, lousy, rotten EMFers. Those filthy EMFers. Dirty EMFers. Dirty EMFers trying to kill us. Trying to melt our brains. Trying to melt our brains out through our eyes, our eyeballs, our eye holes. I'm really elastic. Anyway, it girls. Well, thank you, Bummer. Yeah. Well, we got some pretty good looking biolches around here. There you go, Vinny. I never thought of that. You're so smart. I should get an award for that one. Good thinking, Vinny. Brain turns to black goo. Ugh. I've seen that. I'm pretty sure I saw that. We were actually trying to fight it in the astral before we knew what it was. It was in the astral. It was infecting people in the astral. And you know how painful it is to be affected in the astral. Or maybe some of you don't. I don't know. Anyway, hi, Long Island. Bigfoot. The microwave, there's a song? There's a microwave oven song? I wrote a microwave oven song, although I can't remember it very well, and it was basically, why can't I program your microwave? It's like I can do all of this stuff, but I can figure out all your stuff, but somehow your microwave is a mystery to me, how to get it to work. It was basically the basis of the song. Because, you know, it's like everybody had a slightly different working microwave, and it's like, it's sort of like turning on the sound system. It's like, how many things have I got to turn on before I get sound to come out of these speakers? You know, what do I do to get sound to come out of these speakers? Money for nothing? Money for nothing and your chicks for free? Well, Farm could show you how to get chicks for free. You just hatch them. Mary Bond, she's a vegetarian. Yeah. She don't eat meat, but she sure likes the bone. Come on now. Elvis Costello. Well, see, that's it, Lewis. You just said chicks. You didn't specify. Be specific. Be specific. I'm doing Leon Spinks maybe there. Be specific. Better wear a raincoat when I do that. Pacific. Toroidal fields. Ooh, I'm arranging my toroidal fields. Oh, I feel the toroidal fields, man. I don't know who am I channeling right now? I don't know. It felt good though. It was kind of fun. Yeah, we do have a toroid field. We do. We've made it to the top of the food chain so Mary Bond can eat carrots, he says. Just so you can eat carrots. claw our way to the top of the food chain just so you can eat carrots? I think it's a circle because bacteria eat us. Bacteria and bugs eat us when we die. That's it. We're on the we're if we didn't have all of this stuff protecting us, we'd be on the menu for a lot of things, and we still are in some places. You mean like Bonavita, Bonavita, men have named you. My freezer to microwave has a late night meeting while I'm still asleep. There you go, Aaron. If you don't eat bacon, you're very suspicious. You make TV dinners that you don't want. Bacon today, chicken later. Ooh. Mary Ball. See, you're very musical, Mary. Lunchables. Do you, Big? We got our own Big. Yeah. We got our own Big yacht. The day the farm animals fight back. That was called Animal House. It's already been written. Yeah, Long Island Bigfoot. It's already been written. Ah, you going off? Okay, Max, thank you so much for being here. You are a big help every time you come. Love you. Bonavita, the good life. Oh, you're one of those Bonavita people. That's a nice name, though. The kids get pissed that you eat all their Lunchables. Ah, yeah. Well, you know, I'm right on the edge of trying the carnivore diet. It wouldn't be that hard for me. I don't know. I don't know if it would work either because I like sweet stuff. Very hard for me to pass up a piece of peach pie. You know what I like? And I figure it probably isn't any worse than having pancakes. I like to get a peach pie, and they had them on sale for $1.99. I like to get a peach pie and warm it up a little bit and then put milk on it. It's very Southern. And have that for breakfast. I figure it isn't worse than pancakes. It's probably more nutritious because it's got fruit in it. Yeah, I think really we have enough different kinds of teeth in our mouth that it's obvious we are supposed to be, we were made to eat whatever we could get a hold of that didn't eat us first. That's what I think. We're equipped to eat almost anything except grass. We can't digest grass, but things like that. But oh, oh yeah, bomber. Yeah, that's a good one. Oh, is Long Island bowing out? Gonna have dreams about apples? Yeah, we really, and we also need, oh, cool. Yeah, Max, we need a freaking website to store all of our info, to store our links, and so that we don't lose all this info. And listen to me, an admin at the library, at the real one outside of the matrix. We're losing info. We're losing knowledge. I don't like it. We've got to save the info. We've got to record all this. Yeah. Copper is a key. Interesting. Yes. Yeah, obvious to me. And I mean, they try to argue it. I have friends who are nudist, Buddhist, raw foodists, but, raw food vegan. And I've heard, there's some of them that'll strangle you if you try to bring kefir onto their property. Well, yeah, and he wouldn't know anything about moderation. It's just not his thing. Hello, Olin. Wow, everybody's showing up. Boy, I'm glad I came on tonight. You got props, Aaron? Mm. Yeah, it's like we have, real big tip off is we have those canine teeth. That's meat ripping. We have the flat teeth, we have the canine teeth, we have the molar teeth, we have some other transitional teeth, it's like we've got the stuff to do this with. It was like somebody was saying, well, I want them to be able to eat whatever, whatever's around. I came to get down. I came to get down. So jump around. Pam, please let us know if we can do anything. There you go, Vinny. I think you're right about that. Canines are for opening candy wrappers and those annoying little plastic packages that all the sauces and stuff come in. Condiment packages. Of course, you eat too much candy and you won't have them anymore. So Owen is coming in, huh? Boom, 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 boom. Jump around, jump around. Tips a cowboy hat. Oh, Vinny's wearing a cowboy hat for Linda. Ooh. Chinese restaurant. Oh. But I love Chinese food. I do, I do. I like I really like the combination of the meat with all the vegetables. And then I love the sesame chicken. But it's deep fried is the only thing. University of Wisconsin version of jump around, huh? He wears cowboy boots to bed and bomber knows. Yeah, I'm a lot older than that song, but I still jump around to jump around. Shooter. Oh, the link. I was going to say, don't shoot, bomber. Oh, shooter's the link. Bomber. Don't forget the lasso. Yeah. Okay, there you go. Well, Janis Joplin said it. Her cowboy left his spurs on and completely cut up her silk sheets, but she said it was worth it. Sit around, sit around, sit your ass on the ground. Do 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 do. Something. Yeah. Sit down, sit down. There you go. Well, Benny, I may have to Weird Alice that one. Shut up, sit your ass down. Something like that. Shut up and sit your ass down. Sit down. I could probably Weird Alice that one. Maybe I will. Now you got me going. See, people do this to me and then I have to write it. That's like Sasquatcher. She's a Sasquatcher. She's a Sasquatcher. Knowing where they hide. Aye, aye, aye. Be a Sasquatcher. Be a Sasquatcher. There goes one now. Then I changed the words a little bit into be a Sasquatcher, playing peekaboo. Woo, woo, woo. Bomber kind of inspired that song. Bomber, you're not going to have a funeral. You're going to have a wake. We're going to have a wake for you. We're not going to have a funeral. Sorry about your luck. Going to have a wake. We're going to get really drunk. We're going to dance. If you go out in the woods today, you're in for a big surprise. If you go out in the woods today, you'll never believe your eyes. Because today's the day the Sasquatches have their picnic. Kirill Kaprizov is the only 97 to number 97 to now. Oh, homecoming party. Not necessarily, Bomber. They do it with you in the casket. They don't necessarily just. That's a viewing. And you know what? Bomber would probably put it in her will to have both of her hands instead of like, like this, probably like this. So, yeah. Anyway, we were talking about the EMFs. We were talking about with different ways, and please rewind if you want to hear all about that. And because we've got, like I said, I have a few more products that have been helpful. I mentioned HMB, which is a muscle restoring powder that you can get. You can get it in capsules. HMB seems to be helping a lot. Cat's claw, another herb, a newer herb that I have been trying that seems to be helping a lot is cat's claw. And it's good. It helps inflammation and circulation. So If you've got issues like that, you might want to try it. It's not very expensive. So you're not going to put, you should put yourself in some kind of a glitter bomber and just like shoot glitter all over it. Yeah, awake. What color glitter bomb? What color glitter bomb should we put in the so that when they open for the viewing, it's like poof, everybody gets glittered. That'd be funny. Sausage links. Send me some sausage. No, I don't need any sausage links. Send me some links. I'm getting hungry now a little bit. Not really, though. You know what? That's funny. Off and on, I'm not hungry at all. Sometimes I'll go a whole day and I don't even freaking care until middle of the night. I'm starting to feel it a little bit now, but yeah, I'm starting to feel a little hungry now. But anyway, they talked about links. I don't have any sausage here. I don't have any eggs either. I forgot to get eggs last time. I like eggs. Very versatile. Anyway, what else did I want to mention? Oh yeah, wanted to go a little bit more into it, but I couldn't because Ken was on and I wanted him to be able to say his stuff. But T, the red guy, the one who they say lost, we can't talk about because of algorithms. Algorithms. Algorithms? Something's running in the background with him. There's a program running in the background that people are not really aware of. But the office of the former pres, there's something up with that. He hasn't given up. He hasn't really given up. He's just taken a different way around. He's just coming from another angle. And so it's not over. This is not over. Just letting you know. It's going to be pretty interesting to see what happens. He's up to something. Open bar, petting zoo, magician, fireworks, DJ with a shot bar. Definitely blue glitter. Okay. Everybody got to show up in costume. Okay, that sounds like my kind of party. Oh, you got yet another father. Bomber is a collector. She collects family members. She collects daddies and mommies, and she keeps them on a shelf. Algorithms, yeah. Algorithms. Who could ask for anything more? Hail him. Hail him. Trying to look serious. Hey. Yeah. I like that one. I really like that one. Yeah. Oh, yeah, late to my own funeral. Me too. I'll be late. I was late. I guess I went offline for a while. My computer blew up. And in the meantime, some of the chat rooms I'd been in, they thought I'd died and they'd had a funeral for me. And when I came back, when I showed up again, people were going, "Where's your toe tag?" I'm like, "What? We had a funeral for you." It's like, nobody invited me. Wouldn't you know? Wouldn't even get an invitation to my own dang funeral. It's cold. But yeah, when they found out I was still alive, and then they were suspicious for a while. Oh, and in case anybody wants to come in, we seem to have gotten rid of our troll ski because I'm ruthless. I'm ruthless, gonna make them toothless. Hey, you gotta cut loose, ruthless. Kick all the trolls to the curb. Do. Okay. And we got a nice group here. I'm probably gonna be losing them. I think we got Portal coming on. Or is Portal already on? Some people are gonna maybe bow out for Portal. I don't know. I don't know, but as long as you guys are enjoying yourselves, I can stay here. I don't care. Yeah, it's so cool that you're from Denmark, Justin, because I'd like to see Denmark sometime. Oh, that's right. No Portal on Monday. We're free. Oh, Linda. Okay. Oh, a traumatic day. I'm sorry, sweetheart. Well, if you want to tell us about it, you can tell us in MeWe chat. Maybe we can send you some love. Take care. Yeah, no Portal. I keep forgetting. I don't get notified of things. I don't know what's going on day to day sometimes. I just try to search around and look and see what I can find that's on. I get suggestions, but I get ones that that aren't really live streams. I get the suggestions, but I get them after they're already gone, after they've streamed or something. So the live streams are just kind of hit and miss. Usually I miss live streams if I'm not careful. If I don't keep looking all the time. Where in the heck did I put my phone? Where in the heck did I put my phone? Oh, well. Yeah, dream well, Linda. Well, that explains a lot. Oh, you have to wait for your COVID until you can go to work, huh? Yeah, you got to get the COVID pass. There I am. Hi. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad, I guess, and this is not right in my eye. Ah, sorry to hear that, Olin. Your daughter has a fever and a cough. Anybody notice we have no flu seasons anymore? You know, somehow COVID has eliminated the flu. Who knew? Somehow COVID has managed to fix it so we no longer have flu season. It's a benefit we never expected. As a matter of fact, we there's a whole lot of diseases we don't hear that much about anymore. Isn't that interesting? We've mentioned this before. Isn't that interesting? How many diseases are practically extinct now that we have COVID? Yeah. Huh. Never hear about them anymore. So, you know, of course, I believe this is bullshit. I believe that a lot of the flus were probably engineered. I'm almost positive of it. And ever since I read of the woman who engineered a very fast-moving, highly contagious, highly, you know, like a type of cancer, she actually engineered a type of cancer that is very fast. And one of my friends ended up getting that type, and it was so fast that we barely knew she had it, and then she was dead. Nobody knew she had it, and boom, she was dead. It was all within like a week. She finds out she has cancer, and then the next thing we know, she's dead. Wow. Harder to catch the flu if you're not seeing anybody, yeah. Inadvertently, the flu doesn't hardly exist anymore. Maybe. I don't remember, Lewis. It's been too long since I got that information, but yeah. There was somebody who's like credited with actually building a, and all you have to do is expose, oh, and once it's planted, all you have to do is expose people to radiation for extended periods of time. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, weaponized cancer. That must be it, Lewis. Good night, Mary. Say hi to Anubis for me. Yeah, if that's her, yeah. So, yeah, they were weaponizing diseases. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure my friend got that type because it was fast. Nobody had ever seen it so fast. Like we didn't even, most of us didn't even hear about it before she was dead. Forest workers never get the flu. That's interesting. Well, you know what? A lot of people who work outdoors all the time, gardeners and stuff, There's a lot of things they don't get. People who are not spending a lot of time indoors and in the electrosmog, there's a lot of things they don't get. Getting a lot of sunlight, fresh air. Yeah. It's true. They stay fairly healthy. Gives you an idea, huh? Yeah, dream well, Mary. Oswald failed Fidel Castro. Yeah. We think that they've been using it, though, for people that they just want to quit talking or whatever. Because there's a lot of people that once they start making a commotion, they get cancered. Figures. Yeah. Well, see, that's the environment we're supposed to have. We're not supposed to be indoors all the time. Indoors is because, just the weather and stuff. I mean, it helps. It'll protect you from some stuff, but really, you think about it, we're not really supposed to be indoors all the time. We're made to be outdoors. But when the weather gets brutally cold or brutally hot, we have to take some shelter. I believe you, Owen. There's been so much of that kind of stuff. How can we trust? And people wonder why I don't trust hardly anything anymore. They keep giving us stuff that kills us, sickens and kills us. Here, this is good for you. And yeah, they're not above using diseases and killing wide swaths of people. It's just petri dish, Really? Well, that'd be one to research, Bomber, if you could research that and find it to be true. That'd be an interesting segment. Somebody could find out. If I could motivate her, I have a friend who could find out. She can find out all kinds of things. The thing is motivating her, and the thing is she still breathing? Because unfortunately, she's got muscular dystrophy now, and hopefully she's still alive. I haven't heard from her in a long time. Interesting. Interesting. So, got a little scandal there. Fidel Castro might have been the father of Trudeau, your prime minister. Let's see. CIA once tried to shoot Fidel Castro with a bazooka from a window in a hotel room. When Fidel was about to give a public speech, they fired when he stepped onto the speaker's platform. But instead of Fidel, it was a Russian cosmonaut and they killed him. Well, interesting. Here's some weird history. I didn't know any of this. Well, people said he used voodoo or something to protect himself with. He might have been using magical means. That's what they say, to protect himself. Isn't he the one that dresses up like the Baron? Yeah. And is he still alive? Because that would make him very long-lived. It's kind of bizarre. Now, this is interesting. It's telling me that there's only 3 of you on this stream, and I know there are more than 3 of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's at least 5 of you in here. Jeez. Fidel Castro would eat 3 or 4 pints of ice cream after every meal. Wow. Well, a lot of conspiracy theories aren't really just theories. A lot of conspiracies are true. You know what? I think I'm going to close down the stream because I'm getting pretty hungry. I haven't eaten yet for quite some time now. I had something way back in the morning. I had a burger. Yeah, it's a lot of sugar. But my friend Paul, he's a runner. He's in his 70s. He's like 76 now or something. He still runs. He still does miles. He eats a lot of ice cream. But he eats a very good brand too. There's a special brand that he gets at a specialty place, and that's what he eats. He loves that stuff. Yeah, it's nearly midnight over here, and I'm getting hungry. So, and SOR will be on soon. So I think I'm going to wrap it up for the night. We've been on nearly 3 hours, and I think that's pretty good. So I should turn off my Wi-Fi now and take a rest from the EMFs myself. Even though I have all these protections on, I don't know if anything can totally protect us from this. I don't know. But I'm beginning to feel like I'm fading a little bit. So I'm going to let it go up to 3 hours, which is another 8 minutes. And then I'm cutting it off. Or maybe a little before, because really now we're just talking about stuff we can chat about on MeWe or something, or over at SOR, I guess. Ooh, peasant omelet. Sounds good. Potatoes, air-dried ham and sage. Oh, sounds good. Yeah. Okay. Well, I love you guys. And I'm always looking to find ways to help you feel better. And what he just described it up there. Potatoes there, dried ham and sage. Okay, so love you. And truth is where you find it. Hope you find some here. At least that's my objective. Probably not going to be on tomorrow. Maybe Wednesday. Hope to see you soon. If anybody sees Strangeland, knock them in the head and drag them here next time. Don't do that. Okay. And remember, you are divine. You are. And this is Ocean making waves. Now go out and make some waves. And for those of you who are going to be sleeping, have pleasant dreams. And I'll see you next time, hopefully. Don't forget to click the like. Don't forget to ring the bell. And don't forget to set it to all. Maybe the YT gods will be nice and actually alert you to the fact that I'm on. Maybe. And I will see you next time. Oh, and share if you can. Okay. Night, night. Okay, and thank you all of you for coming, because really it cheers me up greatly and helps me quite a bit to be with you. I always feel a lot of love in here. There's a lot of love in here. So there really is. Okay, take care.